I need you to fight for yourself the same way you fight for being Chinese.
I got it on me.
This has always been about you. Your plan to beat Monk. So what are you gonna do?
I got it on me, got it on me. Have mercy on me.
Hey guys, Law with Hollywood First Look Features, and today we're talking Boogie. We sat down with stars Taylor Takahashi and TAYLOUR PAIGE, as well as writer and director Eddie Huang. Let's check it out. Eddie, I'm so excited to sit down with probably the best underwear model in the world right now. But there's so much of Eddie Huang's voice in this film. But you've said that this is less an Asian American story and more of an intersectional immigrant story. Could you expand a little bit more on what you meant by that?
I think that there is a lot of strength when we are able to kind of stand outside and show our work and speak and say, look, I'm speaking from the angle of an Asian American, but the things I'm saying are universal. They're things that everyone can relate to. And I think that when we say, you know, this is for an Asian audience, this is from the Asian audience, that's great. I love that. Everything I do is Asian American, and I trust in that power. But I also trust that it can travel to many, many different communities, and that's what I would like it to do.
You went from being Eddie's former assistant, I heard, to leading your own debut film about a game that you love. Can you just share with us and our audience what that feels like right now?
Feels great to be represented in a very authentic and real way. It's a real story, it's real feelings, but that authenticity factor is there. And that's the best thing that got captured in this movie. There's a relatability point, whether you played basketball or not. If you're an immigrant in this country, if you know New York, there's so many different plug-in spots to this, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
It was fun. It was family, you know. I think it's really comforting when a director is clear about what it is they want and when they care so deeply, and Eddie really cares about what he cares about. Also, the atmosphere helped. Like New York, I feel like, is a character in our movie. So with everything, I just felt very much aligned and ready and excited.
You've been a diehard Knicks fan. You play, pickup games, so it's no secret that you love basketball. But why did you think that basketball was a good vehicle to send your messages for this film?
Well, I love basketball because I've been able to test out all of my ideas in life on the basketball court. The way you treat people, the way you work as a team, principles about things. I see all of those things at play in a basketball court. And you also, I feel, watching people play basketball tells you more about them than anything. Like even watching the way people eat, it tells you a lot about them. And a lot of times I meet people and we're friends before I do business or before I be even close. Hey, let's go see how you play basketball.
I was really nostalgic watching the movie, from the set design to the wardrobe. And I love that you put your mom as the fortune teller. And then, honestly, if I have like a sodium swell right now, it's because I had noodles with Spam last night after watching the movie. But as a storyteller, such a great storyteller, what is the key to telling a genuine story about culture?
I think it's key to remember it's about the emotions. It's not about saying, oh, I was the first one to talk about this. And you don't want to treat it like a Twitter conversation. The power of cinema is that we're able to transport you, not in a way that we want you to fall asleep or slumber, but we can transport you into someone else's emotions. And hopefully by doing that, you gain perspective and empathy and connection.
When it comes to this movie, I think there's a lot of cultural empathy that we're gonna develop out of these conversations. Can you share why those conversations are important right now?
There's movement, there's momentum going forward, and that's what we just want to continue. I think we just want to continue going forward, continue that momentum, continue the conversations. Asian culture, what I can speak on is a lot of it is kind of kowtowing. It's bowing your head. It's, not trying to make any more trouble, not trying to cause any trouble. And it's tough to see what's going on, but it's been tough for a really, really long time. And I think now, you know, the movement is so different than what it has been in the past. And I hope that we can really start to facilitate these changes that need to happen because it's important.
Yeah, man, I've been such a fan of your work over the years, and it looks like we're running out of time, but happiest birthday to you, man. Congratulations on your first film. I can't wait to see what else you got. I'm waiting for that boxing movie next.
Thank you, Juan. I really appreciate it, man.
Of course,
Really nice
man.
to speak with you.
Eddie Huang's directorial debut, Boogie, releases in theaters on March 5th, so be sure to check it out. My name is Law with Hollywood First Look Features, and we'll catch you next time.
I've got to represent. I got 5,000 years of Chinese history. It's a lot of pressure.
I know how you feel, but you have a chance to change history.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me.